what is your favorite thing about the summer?
Probably the cold.
Welcome to Worst Impressions. I am your host, Eric Anderson. And we've got somebody back in the studio. And we're on video for the first time. Welcome, Summer Knowles.
Thank you.
How's it going?
Pretty good. This is neat. I don't think I've ever been filmed before, so.
I beg to She's like, you don't know it, but you were.
Oh my.
No, that's
so scary.
It's like, well, I'm sorry to tell you. I am going to keep looking at the camera and just like, hello. Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm taking these headphones off. Yeah, this is weird.
Yeah,
This is weird. And I want everybody out there to know that, like, you know, you guys are kind of on this journey with me. I'm like, as she knows, she was asked to be kind of the guinea pig, the tester. I was like, I need somebody that's patient to come in and help me set this up for the first time. And cause it's, I mean, my wife was in here helping me, but like I'm still kind of, it's a one-man show trying to get all this set up. I've completely redone the studio to be a format that we can video, as opposed to, it was just like a table in here before, that, you know, when we were just sitting there talking in the dark. And there was a very fun element to that, but like, you know, I was like, well, if we're gonna do a video, I need to like kind of stage it. Mm-hmm. So how do you like the staging?
I like it. You know, it's a lot brighter.
Kind of a late night vibe.
Yeah.
Like a late show vibe, even though we got these bright ass lights.
Yeah.
Pointed at us.
They're intimidating.
Yeah, it's like when I unboxed them and I plugged them in, I was like, oh wow. These are
very bright.
These are bright. But it's necessary for this type of camera. It's a camcorder. It's like a camcorder instead of a. I'm not gonna even get into it. I don't know all the specifics, because the whole thing was just jumping in the deep end, trying to figure out how to do it. So hopefully it turns out good. I've also got to edit this thing. Edit the video. It's gonna be a lot. So
with me, it may be a lot of editing. It's gonna be fine.
So what do you remember from the last time we were here?
Like what we talked about, or
that? But like what are some things that you were like, you know, oh man, I forgot to talk about this. I should have mentioned this, and I didn't.
Oh, I don't know. That's hard. That's a hard question. I say a lot of things, and I don't remember everything that I say. Like,
so we did the impressions. I think yours was Shrek. Like,
oh
you
gosh,
were talking
yeah.
about, you know, your impression of like a character thing was Shrek. He's like, get out!
Oh, that's
out
bad.
of my swamp, you know. And Do you have a new one that you wanted to share today?
The only other thing, I don't know, that I say is I think a lot of girls will be like, oh, what, like it's hard? Elle Woods, you know?
Ooh,
Legally Blonde, you know,
yeah.
a legend, a role model for the blondes and the non-blondes out there.
Yeah. the Valley Girl.
Yes.
The oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I'm Elle Wood. I need to rewatch Legally Blonde.
Yeah,
I don't know
there's
what she sounds
Legally
like anymore.
Blonde 1, there's Legally Blonde 2, and she's Reese
Isn't she
Witherspoon's coming back.
Coming back
Yeah.
with a thing.
A show, I think.
Yeah, I guess I need to go back
Yeah.
and rewatch it. I remember her dog's name was Bruiser.
Yeah.
The Chihuahua.
Yes.
And I thought that was a pretty sick name for a small dog.
It was cute.
Hello. I keep looking back at the camera. Hello, everybody. I'm on camera. I'm on TV now. I've got a television set that you're on. I'm on. I don't know what I'm
Welcome.
saying. I'm getting nervous.
That's okay. It's fine.
So were you nervous about coming here? Because I remember I was like, I need somebody. I need the perfect person to do the first video episode. And I was like, I kept going through all the people. I was like, think. I kept coming back to Summer, and I was like, fine, let's have her in. She's patient and she can take direction and take notes and all that stuff. And not that it's like crazy staged or anything, but I knew it was going to be a process setting this up and getting it going. So were you nervous?
Not really. I was kind of like more honored. I was like, wow, I'm gonna be the first one that was invited.
It is an honor to be on this show.
Yeah,
that's
so,
for damn sure.
Now I'm looking at the camera. You gotta stop.
I'm gonna keep looking at the camera. I'm gonna keep tilting my head like this.
Easy not to. I'm just like squinting at it. But...
I think the hardest thing is that it's still gonna be predominantly an audio medium.
Yeah.
But the video, like, people keep asking about the video, so it's like, okay, I'll get the video. I don't know when the full videos will be available. I'll just get I'll definitely get the audio up first. Like, I'll definitely get the audio episode up on like Spotify and all that stuff first. But you know, the video might come later, which is fine.
Yeah.
I don't care. So
it's a process.
It is a process. What is your favorite process, Summer?
My favorite process?
Yeah, what is your favorite process?
Oh gosh.
Tell me about a school process, because you're
like the water cycle.
Yeah. Tell me about the water cycle.
No,
what is your
my favorite process?
Your best recollection of the water cycle is what?
Go. Water. Oh gosh, now this is making me dumb.
It starts with water.
We're starting with water. I really all I learned about it was water. It goes and it's rained and it evaporates. So, and then it goes back into the environment. Like, it's soaked up with plants and I don't know. I don't remember this stuff. I can tell you a little bit about cardiopulmonary stuff. I don't know.
No, actually, for sure.
Oh gosh.
Go through. What does cardiopulmonary mean?
Okay, cardio is heart and pulmonary is lungs. So cardiopulmonary is the heart involved with, respiration, breathing in your lungs. So there's a whole kind of way it travels. Blood travels through your heart.
What is lungs? Pulmonary is lungs?
Yeah.
Really?
Cardiopulmonary.
I knew cardio was hard.
Like, pulmonary embolism is
a what?
Is like
I
better be.
Is a lumbolism?
Right. Yes. It's like a clot in your lungs. I'm pretty sure. But
a lung clot?
Yeah.
That's what a pulmonary. Okay.
Embolism. I think that's right. Otherwise, I need to.
She's a doctor, ladies and gentlemen.
Not even close. Yeah, I am.
Well, are you going to school to be a doctor?
It's a doctorate of physical therapy, so it's a clinical doctorate, but it's not like MD.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it what kind of
what kind of
D is it?
It's a DPT.
DP, you say?
yes.
DPT, you say? Go
But
on.
they're gonna take it away if I just messed up all the animals and stuff.
Don't worry. Anything. I'm gonna keep looking at the camera. Anything that that you say on here, I told you to say. by
Okay,
the way.
right. Always.
Any
I always have an
horrible,
excuse.
horrible shit I told you say. I told you to say.
Exactly.
Because I'm
So
a genius.
we're fine. Exactly.
Okay, so DVT.
Yeah.
And what do you? Just assume I'm an imbecile,
Okay.
because I am. What do you do with that?
So, what I'll be doing is treating patients for rehabilitation. So,
Okay.
you can either get direct access, so people can now come to physical therapists first to try to get like a physical therapy diagnosis to see what's wrong with them, and or they'll be referred from their primary physician to me or another physical therapist. And
Really?
so we try to get them back to the highest quality of life achievable. And so it's like very focused on musculoskeletal issues. So we focus on
Muscular.
muscles and bones and stuff like that.
So you, okay. So you, okay. What do you do? What do you do with the muscles?
Dude, I'm still learning
And
that.
this-
I don't know.
You don't even.
I don't know
It's
yet.
like I'm actually
It
learning.
depends.
I'm actually learning what we do with the muscles and,
And like
and
it's
the
like a lot.
skeletons.
Yeah.
The skeletons. I have no idea.
I do have a skeleton in my house.
Really?
And do you know his name?
Bony, Boner, Bonesley.
That is one of my classmates, actually.
Bonerific, bone time, the bone zone.
We're getting there.
Bone T-bone,
Bonafide.
bone T, bone.
That'll take a while. So his name is Captain Jack Marrow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah. And I have a
What?
mini one, and so I put it on his shoulder, and that's the monkey.
Is it an actual? Okay, so those skeletons.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen this. That you have, are they? It's fake.
Yes.
Okay. You
We
don't.
don't.
Have,
But I
you don't
did.
have a real person in there.
No, but I did get to
I feel like
dissect cadavers recently, so that was pretty cool.
What was that person's name?
I can't tell that. That's HIPAA.
Oh, really?
I really can't.
Oh, wow.
I can get sued and go to jail and be charged like, I think it's anywhere from like
if I guess it, just if I guess
fine.
if I guess the name, just don't blink.
I don't even remember, to be honest. There's a few
Clarice.
people. I know that's not
Susan.
it. I can't say.
Frank.
Could be anything.
Frankenstein. That's crazy. So
Yeah.
what do you with the cadavers? What were you looking for?
Well, we had there are two, to my knowledge, types of cadavers. So there are the embalmed ones, and those are the ones that, if you've ever done a dissection of anything in like a science class, it smells like formaldehyde. So
Oh yeah,
yeah.
what
Very
is it?
interesting smell.
What can you compare that to?
I don't even know. It's
Ammonia, right?
I don't know.
Oh wait, no, I don't
actually.
know.
I just remember.
You can clearly tell. You can clearly tell. When I was doing dissection in like public school biology, I was not
That's okay.
I was not focused at all.
What'd you dissect?
We dissected a rat.
Nice. I've done one of
And
those.
I think that was it.
Yeah.
It was like the higher level that got to do
Like a cat. Yeah. I haven't done a cat.
I mean, you wouldn't need to at this
Not
point.
in no.
You already dissected
A human.
Clarice or Frank.
We don't know.
For
Stop looking at me.
For those of you listening, I'm staring straight at like trying to figure out who it is.
Listening, they can see you.
Well, I know, but don't I have to still acknowledge that a lot of people are just going to be listening.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
So like I still have to assume most of them are listening.
Got it.
And also
Makes sense.
for my super fans, in order to support me like you have so far, I I will still get most most of my like download analytics from it being listened to rather than watched on YouTube. So YouTube it'll be good, but it'll be a slower growth role than my than my Spotify and all of that. Like my strictly audio stuff that has already been growing, so it'll be better for me to get listens.
Are we gonna be on TikTok?
That is the goal. So a lot of this is basically just content farming for TikTok, because like
before it's taken away.
Well, TikTok, yeah. I mean, when I say TikTok, I'm basically just in like throwing a lasso around all of them.
Yeah.
Like TikTok, Instagram Reels,
Got it.
Facebook Reels.
Yeah.
Whatever the next thing is going to be, because if TikTok gets taken down in America, and
There'll be something,
and something will rise, and like it'll be like Hydra. 3 things will take its place.
Isn't it like the 3rd time that they said it's going to be taken away?
Well, let's get into it. So, the thing about it, like with the government, and I know anytime we talk about news stuff on this show, I want everyone to know I never know what I'm talking about. So I could be spreading misinformation, and I don't care. Because this is a comedy podcast. This is not news information.
I stay away from the news.
Exactly. Okay. I'll get to that in a second. But so the way I understand the TikTok thing is like it's bad for our security, blah 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 blah, and they want TikTok to sell to an American company, so that way America can make money off it, but also they can increase security from China, from all of our users, whatever. The trick with that though is that they don't want to sell it to an American company to keep supporting it, all that stuff, all that good stuff. But the thing is with any of that tech stuff, like I said a minute ago, like the Hydra thing, if it falls, it will suck so bad for all of the people that like got millions of followers on there. But 3 things will rise in its place and be the new thing. Like Vine. Do you remember Vine?
Yes.
So Vine
Who
was like,
doesn't remember Vine?
Dude, Vine was the shit.
I was literally just got it, and then it was
and then it was gone. Yeah. The Vine was so sick and so early to the game, but it was like too strong. I feel like it was like too powerful for its own good, and I don't know what happened, but some tech thing, I don't know. But
ahead of its time.
Vine was there, and then eventually TikTok like took its place.
Yeah, wasn't it Musical.ly before, or TikTok? Wasn't it called Musical.ly?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know the history of TikTok.
I think it was. Yeah, because it's like the music note or whatever. I think it was intended.
Oh yeah, because it is like a music thing.
Yeah, I think it was intended for people to do musical stuff.
I do like the way it revolutionized. It might have been the first, I don't know, but the way like it licensed music so that way you can like dance to it or sing along to it and it not be taken down. Because back in the day, I made an Instagram video before TikTok where I wanted a Beyonce song playing while I was like pouring water all over myself.
Nice.
YouTube took that down immediately.
Really?
Like literally within like 2 minutes. Like it went up, and it like YouTube like caught the music like file and was just like no, get it out. And I was just like, holy shit, because I didn't know
so
what I didn't know what I was
doing.
I was a child. I was like, oh man,
not like stealing their
but I was
money.
a child. And what was funny is like I was a young person with basically my clothes off, pouring water on myself, and they were more worried about
the song.
The
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's a whole other thing.
Oh man. So
well,
okay.
you know that was a good thing. Oh,
we're talking
dissections.
But your skeletons.
Yeah, not real people.
Do you do anything weird with those?
No. God.
But do they scare you when you're like walking around? Like in
my
your
house?
Yeah, like dark.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
In the-
sometimes
I
I'll be
just say
like, "That's
dark.
a person." Yeah, like if I go to get water in the middle of the night, I'm like, "Huh," but
Yeah.
it's okay.
I'd be afraid they come alive.
I sometimes I'm not even gonna lie, sometimes, but I don't know. You kind of learn to dissociate pretty quickly. I feel like in a lot of healthcare settings. So like you know how I
like
said,
you kind of get numb.
yeah, like so for the cadaver thing, how I said that like they're embalmed because they are preserved for longer.
Sure.
We don't get those. We got fresh cadavers. So these things
Fresh meat.
basically, seriously, we only could have them for a few days.
Like motorcycle deaths.
No, there's a whole process. That would be hard to identify.
I'm getting way ahead of myself.
But they were like seriously, they were still dripping in blood. Like they
What?
were, yeah, they were fresh.
What
They
do you
didn't-
mean?
Like
They don't get drained?
no, not really. Yeah, like
That
I
sucks
cut
because I like
arteries
to
and stuff.
get drained. I like to get drained before I get dissected.
Right, exactly. But they did cut off all the skin and like the fat adipose tissue off of it. So we really could just like see the muscle. I could like move the leg. So I got to see the
You get to see their
joints.
genitals.
Yeah.
So was it a Frank or a Susan?
We we had multiple.
And it could be either.
We had multiple, but we did dissect
Do you-
open a testicle.
Do you be honest?
Hmm.
You get like if if it's a
What are you going to
if
say?
if it's fresh meat, like can it get any rigidity in there?
What do you mean?
The penis.
No.
It can't be stimulated.
No. It's
Are you
like
sure?
I didn't try it, but from everything that I know, no. I think it's like
'Cause
blood
I don't
pressure.
think you made sure. And
I did not make sure, so we can go ahead and say we don't know.
'cause-
Unknown.
So what's the deal? Have they talked to y'all about like I don't know the folk are they morticians, the folks that work in a morgue?
oh,
like
I think
and
yeah.
necrophilia.
Oh yeah, like I think there's I might be making this up.
I'm pretty
completely.
sure there's a rule
But-
against it. Is
No,
what
I
she's
think there's a
saying.
rule that no one mortician can be by themselves with the dead
Really?
bodies. Like there needs to be like an
It's
accountability.
It's that
no,
bad.
I'm serious.
It's
I
like,
think so.
Oh yeah, they've been hiding stuff inside of their cavities.
It's
and
just yeah.
They've been horse playing on them.
I think that'd be a hard job. I would not.
It's a hard job.
No,
all right?
no, not doing that.
What,
Jeez.
That's an interesting rule. Like who? I mean, was it hot?
No.
Was the meat man hot?
Mm-mm.
Can you tell if they were attractive when they have all their skin and fat cut off?
No.
Because it's just their muscles.
Yeah, like even the face was cut off, and like that's
Oh.
typically covered, and except for when we started to dissect the face, so you don't get to see it. But there was one time like I had a lot of fun with like that's kind of sounds creepy, but I thought that they were really cool. I found 3 different types of cancer. I cut 2 out.
Oh, in the person.
in the people.
Oh,
And
wow.
so that was just really interesting for me to see because I'm interested right now into treating people with cancer.
Right,
So it was
interesting.
cool to actually like hold cancer in my hand. Like that was neat. But there was one of the first days my fight or flight did kick in for a second and I was like, oh, this is like realizing that this is actually a dead person in front of me was a weird feeling for a second. And it
Okay.
was like I said, the faces are wrapped, but I could see beard that wasn't like cut yet, like underneath it. And I was like,
so it was a Frank.
it's you don't know that. Women have there are
That's
some women
true.
with beards.
That's true.
So
That
there
is
were I was like huh? I
Yeah.
wasn't like
it's
actually,
too
but
it's too it gives them too much personality.
yeah, but I think that's a good thing because I don't want to actually be able to dissociate completely.
Yeah,
and because you
then-
got to respect.
Then you're just a freaking butcher at that
yeah,
point.
and I'll give you a statistic in a second, but like I think it's really important that we acknowledge people that do donate their bodies to science because they are doing that. So like there's 100 people ish in my cohort
Yeah.
that we can treat people in the future. So
Yeah.
it's a really cool sacrifice. But
Yeah. Post-mortem.
yeah, and they all decided to donate
Right.
their bodies like before.
Is that what I'm volunteering when I say I'm an organ donor?
No, you're
So
just.
how do I volunteer for science?
Well, you can actually look it up. You can be.
Okay.
No,
Jesus
there's a
Sorry.
link.
I'll look
No,
it up.
no. I mean, there's a website. Like, if you just say like, donate my body like to science, they'll like pop up this page for how you. There's a whole process. So it's actually kind of hard to be selected because I think there are several things that you just need to have done because. We were cutting like the leg and my professor cut himself and I was like just curious, like, do anyone like have any like blood diseases or anything like HIV
Yes,
or something
sure,
like that?
100%.
Just wanting to know. And he was like, yeah, there's like a whole process. I'm not really sure about specifically that, but he was like, because the host is not alive anymore, HIV actually wouldn't even survive. Potentially. That's what I think.
And you know that for sure.
Oh, I didn't get cut. So,
Fuck.
so I'm fine.
I would still be I'd still be scared of that though. Like
Yeah.
even if a professor told me he's like, you'll be fine, I'd be like, like I'd be
Yeah.
like, okay.
It's definitely something to be aware about. But like, if I have patients in the future, like,
Yeah, that's good to know.
it's just something to
I wonder
just be
how
cautious
long
about. But
I wonder how long it survived. Like I wonder how long not just HIV, but like
anything.
other
Yeah.
other blood transmitted diseases. Like I wonder how long they survive.
Probably not long, I would say.
Okay. You are the doctor.
Did not
You are
give
the
me that
resident
title yet.
doctor. So you are this podcast doctor, but you are also this doctor
Dogcast.
this podcast dating. You're a dater.
I am single and
Okay, hold on. Do one housekeeping thing. Move the mic. Just like when you're there you go.
Ooh.
Perfect. Yeah,
Cool.
There you go. Perfect. You are the dater.
Right.
You're single as a Pringle.
Yes.
What are you looking right now?
Yes, I would say yes. I don't know. It's kind of hard to. Like I said, I'm in school a lot.
Yeah,
so
focus on that.
just
for
really
sure.
started. I still got over a year left to go. But so it's like for
Mhm.
me, if I found someone that fits in my lifestyle right
Mhm.
now and they're good with me being busy, then that's good with me.
Right.
But I'm not actively looking at the same time
For sure.
because I can't afford to have a distraction. Like this program costs
yeah, for sure.
like $100K. So it's like can't mess this up,
Yeah, no, I gotcha.
kind of deal. But
What about it is hardest for you? Like
school or dating?
dating, because
Ooh.
like everybody has a different opinion on like what their least favorite part about it is. Because like
It's awful.
like if I had to go back and like jump in the ring, like there'd be like
You wouldn't survive.
I wouldn't.
Seriously. It's hard out here.
You're fucking dead, brother.
Seriously.
You're fucking screwed. You better hang on to your
It's a
wife.
battlefield.
You better hang on to your wife for dear life.
Do not let that woman go.
Okay, but so what is the hardest thing? What is the hardest thing for you? Is it the dating apps? Is it first dates? Is it the available men? Is it because you're not old and you're not you're not you're still young. It's just not you're not in high school anymore.
Right.
So,
Yes. All of it. It's all hard.
Which one is
But
the
yeah.
hardest? Which one is the hardest?
I'm not on any dating apps because
Whoa.
I tried that. I hate it. I just think that I don't know. It's kind of hard because when there's so much availability, it's like window shopping for people. And it's like if I had met any one of you in real life, then I could have probably like went on a date or given it a chance. But because you have so many options, I'm like, no, not as hot like as I want, or like you're way pickier.
Way pickier.
Mm-hmm. And then and vice versa, people are pickier with you.
Yeah, I would say, because I mean, yeah, dating apps were definitely around when like when I was dating, and I would say that your standards get inflated.
Yeah,
they don't get raised. They I would say I guess inflated is a better word, because there's stuff that you would just like, I don't know. You become pickier, and you start like picking out little things that like, that doesn't matter. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, like there was a point where I was like, ooh, I have like, I don't know, 15 people that I'm trying to have conversations with, and I can't keep up and so I can't actually have a good conversation. And then I'm like, you just see the stuff on a screen. Like if people put in their height, I'm like, well, this guy's 6'5", and I'm like, well, this guy's
the height thing is
6'4", and I'm like, well, he's just 1 inch taller, and like,
but,
you know,
I mean, he's like, but that's like 100
it
points.
matters at the point.
Which
So
is so
it's
crazy,
so
dude.
stupid. And then
it is also insane that your example was 6'4" and 6'5". Like, how many of those?
Well,
are
I'm tall, so
So how tall do they have to be?
Not to be shallow, but I feel like for me personally,
it's a trick question.
Just
any of them.
I want to be able to wear heels and be the same height or them taller. So that's like my thing.
Ask.
Well, I mean, so like for me, I would want them to be 6 foot or above.
Oh, okay.
For me personally,
I guess it's
like I'm 5'9". I wouldn't wear anything taller than like 2-inch heels or something like that.
2 inches.
Yeah.
2 inches goes a long way in my book.
There you go.
2 inches is nothing to shy away from.
Right. That.
Okay. So if this was if we're building your dating portfolio, your profile live in the studio right now.
Yes.
And gentlemen, you know, you can turn off the podcast if you are less than 6 foot tall, basically. You're just telling them to
That's
fuck
so
off.
mean,
You're telling them to fuck off, basically.
It's for my kids, okay? It's genetics.
Oh, man. Okay. All right. Okay, so 6 foot, and then what else?
Okay, so like my main thing that's also really important to me personally is I'm religious, so like I would want someone that's also Christian because that's like real important for me. So
anybody, you know, Aryan Brotherhood, good stuff. She's looking for a tall blonde Christian man.
That doesn't mean blonde.
Blue eyes, please.
Like,
he was like, any weird, you know, tattoos from the early 19th century.
Oh my gosh!
So, all right, where do you think you're gonna find this guy?
I don't know.
And it's guys, right?
Yes,
cool.
It is guys.
Happy Pride, Happy Pride
yeah.
Month. But so these are dudes.
Yes.
Not women.
Correct.
Are we sure?
I'm sure.
Cool. Where do you think you're gonna find this fella?
I don't know. I don't know. I would like to meet someone organically. So, like I said, I'm not on any dating apps, which is
no
hard.
human growth hormones,
No.
HGH,
Nothing like that. No lab made. We're just
no antibiotic injections.
Unless they look like Captain America, they can be lab made. That'd be fine.
All right, you're getting closer and closer to the like master race territory.
Oh my gosh. But I don't know. So I think it's also hard to meet people organically though in real life because people don't. I don't think, at least to my knowledge, people don't approach people and ask them randomly in public anymore. People are just kind of in their own zone. You know?
It was falling out when it was falling out for me. So 7 years ago. So.
Now people think you're creepy.
I can't imagine going up to somebody now.
No, that would be hard. I feel like the only time people really do that is at bars, and then also I'm like, ugh.
And then it's a little bit more like hookup culture.
Yeah, and I don't do that.
Yeah.
I do not. Ugh, I hate hookup culture. I just think that's another personal
If
opinion.
a guy that was like 5'10" saved you from a shark attack,
Am I giving him a shot?
are you giving him a shot?
Maybe.
Maybe? God.
I feel like I could save myself from the shark. I don't know.
Oh my God, I don't know. I don't know, man.
I could get away. I think maybe.
What is okay, so you're on first date. They're checking off a lot of the boxes.
All right.
You guys are sitting down to eat dinner at a place,
Mhm.
and they order a drink.
Okay.
What's the wrong drink
Sex on the beach.
if they order that?
No, I'm just kidding. I don't care. It's. I don't think there is a wrong drink.
There
I don't
is.
really.
There is. I'll tell you. I'll tell
Is
you
there-
right
oh,
now.
a blowjob shot. One of
No,
those. If
what
they
are you-
ordered that.
Why are you going straight to insane shot names?
Because if I'm on a first date and someone ordered that, I'd be like, "That's your drink of choice." That would be kind of funny.
Well, yeah, that'd be. I think that'd be a huge plus if they order ordered a couple of lemon drops. So okay, here we go. I'm talking
I
about.
like lemon drops.
I'm talking about like they're not gonna. In the realm of reality,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna order a drink, and it might be alcoholic, and it might not.
Oh, I didn't even think of that as an option when you
Yeah,
said
I know.
drink.
It can just be. It's dinner,
Right.
but they're like, because comes to the ick
Yeah.
factor.
Okay.
There is a wrong drink. There's
is.
probably like 50 wrong ones.
Maybe.
Like if my guy is sitting down and ordering a high C fruit punch.
Oh,
like,
juice box or something.
Yeah. Like if he asks for a
Oh.
Fanta orange on the first date, is he done for?
No, Fanta orange is great.
Okay, but I mean, but you better be 6 foot. Like Jesus Christ.
Let's see. What would be your wrong choice?
If a lady, if I was in the dating sphere,
Yeah.
if a lady said, let's see,
Bourbon. I don't know.
No, it wouldn't be alcoholic. Any alcoholic, any alcoholic beverage, I'd be like, oh really? Wow,
Nice.
interesting.
Yeah.
Now, okay, actually that's not true because if it's a super pretentious drink, because if
Okay.
it's crazy, that's fun.
Okay.
Like if it's like lemon drops, sex on the beach, whatever
Yeah.
you're talking about, whatever you were saying a minute ago, that's fun.
Yeah.
But if they did something like super pretentious and like I didn't know what they were saying,
Okay.
I'd be a little bit like, relax.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like that's the same way for a guy
I think-
too.
I
Because if a
think,
guy was
yeah.
like, oh, I'll take a
1950s.
yeah,
like-
a 1950 martini, dry but with an extra olive and a
Yeah. shave
shave of your mom's lemon.
Oh my god.
lemon peppers. Like that's insane.
That would be pretty insane.
Would he be
I
done?
will
Would he be
admit.
done right there?
I don't know. That's not really an ick for me. I think
What? Okay, what is your icks?
my icks. Ooh.
Stuff that's like tiny,
Not-
tiny,
yeah.
tiny, but
Tiny little
like is
things.
super bothersome. Podcasters.
I don't like when
mustaches.
people don't when people don't open my my doors. Like you don't have to do it every time, but I think that's nice.
I think it would be crazy to be on your first 30 dates and not open doors. I don't know. Maybe
A
some,
lot of people do not.
but I also like if the gal gets there first, like I would hope she opens the door for
Yeah.
me as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you
Just
do
be-
that or do
Yes.
you just like,
Wait.
I'm
no.
I'm going in.
No. I hold doors open for like everyone. I think it's just polite. But
just not people that are less than 6 foot.
no, I'll still do that.
I love how it was sort of condescending, just like, oh, I'll do it for those guys.
The
They're so
plebeians.
cute. I was
Oh
like,
my gosh.
damn, dude. Fucking rough. How do you feel Okay, we're gonna do a little rapid fire.
Okay.
And this is just in case we get picked up for ad revenue from like a big soda beverage company. And you're just gonna answer the first thing that comes to your mind.
Okay.
Okay. Take your sip and put it like so that way we don't have any ice clanging.
Okay. So we can hear.
Just because like if we get picked up by a soda company,
This is very serious. Okay.
Here we go.
I'm on it.
How do you feel when you drink a Coca-Cola?
Amazing.
How do you feel when you drink a Diet Coca-Cola?
Less amazing.
How do you feel when you drink a Pepsi-Cola?
Not good.
How do you feel when you drink a Diet Pepsi-Cola?
Even worse.
How do you feel when you drink a Dr. Pepper?
On cloud 9.
How do you feel when you drink a Diet Dr. Pepper?
Neutral.
How do you feel when you drink a Mountain Dew?
Eh.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh.
I'm not that bad.
How do you feel when you drink a Diet Mountain Dew? Okay, so we're not getting picked up by
We're
Mountain
not getting
Dew.
picked
We're
up.
not getting picked
Not
up by
with
Mountain
me.
Dew.
They'll just say like, "Don't have this girl on ever again," and then you can have it, and it'll be good.
Yeah, that would be my dream. It's not my dream, but it would be sick if we were just like cracking sodas, like doing those amazing Coca-Cola commercials where they're like cracking it and it's like so refreshing.
Yes, it does sound nice.
Sorry, I just made an awful tongue motion.
Yeah, they can see that now.
I know. Now they can see all my flaws. Oh man, I'm not even lost, but it feels very different doing this than the strictly audio version.
Yeah.
What is your favorite thing and least favorite thing about doing with a video?
I think my favorite thing is that I do feel like we're having more of a conversation. Like I feel like
we're definitely
very,
hanging out.
Yeah, I feel like it's very casual. Like I like lounging and stuff like that. And then I guess my least favorite thing is just making sure my shorts stay.
Don't worry, we'll cut that out. We'll cut it out.
But yeah.
Well, good. And I hope everybody likes it. And like it'll be a growing process. It'll get better and evolve, and there's more paths for editing, and so I'll probably have to start doing my makeup.
Ooh.
Who knows? So in your doctoring, have you heard about the red dye that makes you crazy?
Oh yeah, there's
what
a
is
lot
that
of stuff
about?
going on Red Dead. I think it's just like the chemical compound of it. I think that it just causes a lot, like an allergic reaction to a lot of people, and so
And it's in food.
it's in a lot of kids stuff.
It's in my
so
favorite stuff. I think
it is in a lot of food, so people are really like just wary about it. I haven't dug into the research too much, but yeah, I think people are just trying to like. Do you know what almond moms are?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah. Almond moms.
Almond moms. I think they're pretty cautious about.
They're pretty
like,
hot.
No red
I'd
dye.
say
Right.
almond moms. It depends.
it depends.
Hot almond moms.
But yeah, so they're pretty
Hams.
cautious.
HAMs. But yeah, so I bet it's had a pretty heavy effect on making me crazy, because
Really?
I drank a lot of Mountain Dew Code Red, Fruit Punch.
Maybe.
I bet it's in all of that stuff.
Probably. I think it.
I bet it's made
like
me
the
insane.
Gummy bears, like
Dude, gummy bears are crazy.
yeah.
Sour Patch Kids.
I had a patient that I don't even know. I can't talk about this stuff. Never mind. Keep going.
Yeah, you can't talk about it. What have you heard about these spiders that are
spiders?
These big yellow spiders. I'm not gonna even
The
look
garden spiders?
it up. I don't know if they're garden spiders. Yeah, now we get to actually see all my fun. We can actually just hold it. We got cool pillows.
This is from World Market
for the girl, the guests to play with.
This is Squirtle, right?
Squirtle. Yeah, correct.
This one, I like this one.
Yeah, and that is just a
Triceratops.
dinosaur.
I like the Triceratops. Then we have Rainbow.
Yes, Pride Month.
Cute. And then Turtle.
A sea
like
turtle.
The turtle. She's cute. And then
He's out of frame, but he's coming in now.
what are you?
Guess his name.
Me?
Yeah, you guess
Oh.
his name.
I was waiting
His
for
the Pokemon's name.
This is a Pokemon? Oh.
Damn. We gotta get into Pokemon. So
Okay. I'm looking for the tag. Elefante. Or
yeah, that'd be his Spanish name.
right.
I'm sure in Espanol.
uh,
It's a Fanpy.
a what?
A Fanpy, and he's like one of the best Pokemon.
Well, that's cute. I like him, but
What do you think? Like, why do you think? Because it wasn't just you.
yeah.
There was a lot of kids in the South that were just not allowed to look or play with Pokemon. Why, if you were to guess, why do you think that was?
I think there was like a huge, maybe he's coming back. I don't know. Just anything magic was considered like witchcraft, anti-religion kind
Yeah.
of deal. I think that's probably what, for my experience, that was kind of how it was. So it was like no Twilight, no Harry Potter, like.
But somehow Pokemon caught a stray because
Yeah.
Pokemon's not.
It's
really
not
magic.
magic.
It's just I think it was just like this is Japanese.
Oh my gosh.
Like, and we're not about it, which was crazy to me. And they were just like, no, all Japanese people are wizards basically.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, sure,
Sure,
I
got
guess,
it.
which is pretty dope. Like I was like, sounds awesome.
It did sound pretty cool.
But
I wanted a Ninetales so bad when you and
Ninetales is sick.
Nick would bring over your folder, like your binders of Pokemon cards. I was just every time I was
Still
like,
got 'em.
I want Ninetales. I want that.
The fact that
to
you
exist.
remember that name is pretty crazy. When
Yeah.
was the last time you like played a Pokemon? Did you play Pokemon Go?
I did for a little bit. I
Mhm.
just walked around, but I was really bad at catching things. So, and I always got
I
like
think
a Rattata. Rattata?
The trick to catching stuff on Pokemon Go was to just click the
Oh.
thing.
Oh, well, it was
Just
pretty hard for me.
Just click that fucker and
Okay.
and you catch it.
Well, then I was doing something wrong, I
Yeah,
guess.
I was like, I have trouble catching them on Pokemon. I was
like
wow, really?
swiping.
Oh, that's pretty interesting.
Well, I always got the, was it Rattata?
Yeah,
The rat thing.
Rat-a-tat-a-tat-a. Yeah,
And then-
yeah.
Oh, what was the other thing? It was like a worm, Caterpie,
Yeah.
whatever. That was all I would
Yeah.
get. And I was like, nothing interesting.
Yeah, the
No offense.
Waco was pretty dry at the beginning.
Did you say
I
that
never
you would
mentioned
like slowly drive your car to like get miles or something? Was that you?
We did that a little bit, but eventually it became better to just
walk.
go to like walk, just to move our damn legs. Just to get out and like walk around densely populated areas like
Yeah.
downtown, or go to another city and do it. But I got burned out on it because people just started there was like cheats. Like you could just download a thing where you could just go on your phone and just go anywhere in the world instead of
Oh.
having to physically go there. You could just download a thing that could just
Yeah.
transport you on the GPS.
Well, that's not fun.
I know. And so when I realized people were doing that and catching all these awesome things, I was like, well, now I'm done.
Yeah.
Like I was just like, damn.
there's no point. Like
Yeah.
people that just spend a bunch of money and you're just like, oh.
Yeah.
I'm over it.
Yeah, exactly. And,
And I think the reason that maybe I'm making this up, but I
sure.
thought the point of them making the game was to get kids like more active. Like,
the point of them making the game was to
Catch
fully
Pokemon.
make money, but
okay.
but no, it was an awesome side effect.
Yeah.
To
Okay,
get,
maybe that's what it was.
chubby nerd kids to go outside. Yeah, because I was one of the and I was like a fully grown adult, just like, Whoa,
We gotta walk.
Are either for me to go outside? Cool. I'll not be chubby anymore. Didn't work at the time.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, what? How do I work around this where I don't have to walk? Okay. Back to the dating thing.
Right.
You are our dating connoisseur.
It's not an expert. But
Yeah, not an expert yet, but a connoisseur. Are you willing, like with the Pokemon stuff,
right.
if someone checks all your boxes and they don't have like a bunch of icks, launch it. She launched a pillow.
Yeah.
Listeners. Are you willing to learn like something that you would maybe consider dumb?
Yeah.
Because I mean, hopefully, this guy would, like partake in your interests even if they don't share them. How far are you willing to go with like an obscure interest?
I think. How far am I? I don't know.
Like, what's like the weirdest thing that is just like, no, I wouldn't be down for that.
Oh, okay. So have you ever? I don't know any guys that do this, but the weirdest I think I would not go is. Have you seen? There's an actual sport where people will have one of those fake horses with just the stick in the head, and they will jump over.
What is
things.
that called?
I don't know. I'm blanking on it.
Folks
but...
watching, please comment on what that's called because I cannot remember what it's called, but I love it.
I love watching the videos, but I wouldn't partake. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna be sexist, but are there many fellas that
I don't
doing
know.
That?
It's just the horse girls.
Horse girls.
But
okay. Hey, actually,
I was a horse.
Let's relax. Let's pull back these hot smoking barrels you're pointing at these ladies because you were definitely a horse girl.
100% I was, yeah.
Yeah. So let's chill out.
A few horses.
So if a guy was like,
I had no friends. That's not my fault.
If a guy was into that would be, you couldn't get it.
No, but games, I like games. Like I would be interested. Like, what's the wizard game that you play? What's that game? Magic.
Magic the Gathering.
Magic the Gathering.
Thumbs up at the camera.
So like stuff like that, like I totally would want to like learn how to do that. I think it's hard to learn from my understanding.
It's hard.
It's like a process.
What's cool about it in the last I don't want to go on a huge Magic tangent because that could take up several episodes for me. But in the last maybe 5-10 years ish, there's like a kind of a new front runner in how you play that game that is way more accessible for everyone coming in. And that is actually why I'm involved with it, because it was so hard to learn before and hard to get into before, but now with this new format, it's not even new, but with Commander, those that know, it is much more fun and like, easier to palate and get into, I would say.
Cool. Maybe I'll learn it then.
Well, it's like, so
doesn't mean
let me point you
can understand.
Let me point you at some fellas. Most of them do not fit the criteria you said earlier, but we might be able to make some do here.
Well, I like when people have hobbies like that are interesting. Yeah, I like really like driven, ambitious, passionate about anything. I like that quality. So like, and I'm really like nerdy stuff too. Like
what? What do you like that? Sorry, I know her. I know her. Well, I don't know her that well, but like, like we've known each other for a long time since we were
my whole life. But
what do you like that's nerdy?
I don't know. Like science stuff is stuff that I geek out about, and so, like I love like when I watch Big Bang Theory
like
from my
Susan's
classes.
Genitals.
Stop.
Yeah.
But
let's get down to the nitty gritty.
I've gotten to the point where I watch Big Bang Theory and I look at some formulas on the background of stuff and I'm like, oh, I know that. And like, I think that's
like a real
fun.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're talking about real nerds.
Nerdy,
not
I guess.
Fun nerds.
But I also like fun nerds.
Because I would say I wouldn't even say I'm I would say I'm a dumb nerd.
Is there like geek nerd? Is that like a
I don't know.
difference?
I don't put labels on it.
Okay.
My hands are up. I don't put labels on it, so that's up to you. Yeah, I don't know, but like all the stuff that I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, that is a different type. That is definitely a different type than me and my crew that I run with.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I guess I don't
wouldn't
do
know. I
anything
wouldn't even
like-
know how to handle myself around somebody that was just like the bookworm nerd.
Oh,
The
yeah.
bookworm nerd that's like super studious.
We're all right.
And are you that?
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
You're not helping my dating profile, Eric.
I was like, oh yeah, this is
You're like, they suck. I really can't.
This is supposed to be putting you on
Yeah,
on a pedestal. I'm changing the format of this show. I'm only bringing people in here to bring them down.
Yeah, honestly.
No. Summer is great.
Thank you.
She's not super shallow.
I said 6 and above. I could have said like 6'2" and above.
So she could have, guys.
I could have been more shallow.
Yeah, I definitely got lucky with being
Tall.
6'2".
Yeah.
Luckily, I got lucky, and that was like probably my one genetic like yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I got that. I like because it does suck, like for guys because
Yeah.
it's like it is something they just we cannot control.
Yeah, definitely not.
And I definitely didn't hit the height until I didn't even hit puberty until way late in high school. So yeah, it was just
Yeah.
that is a brutal thing, but like short kings rise up.
Absolutely. 100%.
It's
on the other end, it's difficult. I think it's difficult for a girl to be tall.
Sure,
You know,
absolutely, yeah.
So I like shot up over every guy in my class and everything in the 4th grade, and it like lasted for a while. I think by the end
that
of
is
it,
so crazy. Like
only a few were.
girls do the height in like 4th grade. That's
Yeah.
insane.
It was so. I think maybe that's why. Maybe I want someone taller because I had that time where I was like, oh my gosh, I'm a giant,
You're a
freak.
beanstalk.
So,
Yeah.
So it's
I feel that.
It's like also a range, like girls they feel insecure about being too tall as well. So it's like
Okay.
both people.
Okay. Cool.
But everyone's great. It's fine.
Cool. Are you cool with like are you cool with like a are you cool with a man child, or do they have to be fully formed?
What do you mean?
So, okay. Man child is a bit harsh, but like someone that you are pretty much anybody that you meet, you're going to have to grow with in a relationship. But
Yes.
like some people, especially in their 20s, like they're just not
Mature.
they're not mature, and like who cares?
Yeah.
But do they have to be like super mature?
No, I'm not super mature.
I
like,
know, but when it comes down to it, I feel like it's like, oh well, that's a little immature. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could see that. I think there's a limit. Like, if I don't want to be your mom, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I think I can take care of myself, so I want someone that can take care of themselves. Like, I'm not gonna make you dinner every night. I'm not gonna
Sure.
do all your laundry. Like,
Yeah, I hope you wouldn't.
So I
Leave
wouldn't
me,
want
leave me dirty.
Exactly. And you'll figure it out. But so in that kind of like maybe lack of responsibility, I would say I don't like that. But I like someone that's more goofy and like fun. That makes life interesting. So don't be like a stick in the mud. That's just kind of boring too.
For sure,
you know?
for sure. I guess what I'm saying is like because right now, I would say in just knowing dudes, like it is tough to like want to give up like video game time.
Yeah.
Especially if you're working all the time. Like it is so tough to be like, okay, like, can I play tonight? You know that question.
Like
that,
asking permission.
That question is tough because you don't want to be like, I'm asking, like, you don't want to be like, oh no, I'm
Can
playing.
I play with my friends?
Yeah, it's a tough one, and because if you're on the other side, whether you're the guy or the girl, and you don't play games,
Yeah.
it is like, well,
What
okay,
am I
guess
doing?
I mean, it's like, yeah, I'll just go like watch TV or
Yeah.
like, go do something, go shopping. I don't know, who cares? But it's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
Because it's not gone are the weird days of like, not even weird, but like gone are the days of really like the dad comes home, cracks open a beer, and just watches the game for the rest of the night.
It's now to video games.
It's to video games, but also there is more. I would say a gentleman is more like shared. Like let's do things together. And yes, like because like people at both parties are having to work.
Yeah.
Like it's not like a stay at home situation anymore.
Yep.
So yeah. How cool are you? You think like how many nights a week is too many nights to play?
It's too many nights. Like how long are you playing? Like the whole night?
Yeah.
The whole night?
I'm talking like think about it. Think about it like maybe from 7 or 7:30 to 11:30 at night.
That's a long time.
I know. But like how many
times a night?
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't want to be one of those people that's like, you can't do stuff with your friends. Like,
exactly.
I wouldn't want to be that person.
But at a certain point, you're just like, well, that's a little bit too much. And then you have to have that conversation. And that's, it gets a little touchy.
Like, I haven't been in super long relationships, so I haven't gotten to this point. Like, early on, I feel like everyone in stages, people want to be really cool, so they're like, "Oh yeah, babe, like go play your game, like just have fun."
Would you go and buy an Xbox and play with them if you had the money?
Maybe.
Because here's the thing: if you're like,
just try to get good.
Honestly, I don't think you should change for guys. But I do.
But you try their interests.
It would be cool. If like
if I became a gamer.
If you played, I was like, if you played Fortnite or Call of Duty, because then it's like, oh, well, yeah, we can do that together.
Yeah, I could see the appeal of that.
I will say, Maddie did that.
Yeah,
like she's like, actually, I'll just try it. And she played video games.
She liked it.
Yeah, she played video games growing up with her dad, and
see, I just played Mario Kart.
But see, her dad was like really, really into Halo and all that stuff, and so she played Halo growing up, and so it wasn't that hard for her to get it. And now she's like a solid member of like the gaming group when we play.
There you go. She's not like, what's this button do?
No,
that would be me, and then people would hate me.
But see, the thing, it just takes a little time, and you get good with it. But I am interested as to what is the hold. I know it's just interest, but I wonder what is the barrier like.
The divide of like.
Because like I feel like some girls are like, I just can't find a guy. I was like, well, have you bought an Xbox?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
this is like your segue.
Because some girls I've just heard, and they're like, I just can't find a guy. I was like, have you bought a PlayStation? Because they're there.
I haven't actually thought about that strategy.
They're online.
Be like, I get a headset and like, okay,
now
who is over the age?
There's plenty of misogynist assholes online, but
fair.
But if you meet somebody,
I've heard you guys speak, like not you specifically, but just I've heard how the chat or whatever gets.
No, chats are chats can get insane. But like, I mean, now my chat and group has evolved. Like,
right.
We're not fully PC, but we're very respectful. Like we love to have, women and people of different genders and identity. I love having them all in our big groups and
very inclusive.
Yes, and I think I was just like, this is a good way for everybody to hang out.
Yeah, and so you're getting that like connection of being able to talk, and then you're also having activity, and so that is fun. I will say, like, one of my exes, he really liked Fortnite back then.
Yeah, and
I think it was like really just when like Fortnite was kicking off, but I played like 3 times, and
Yeah.
I got second every time because
Whoa.
I hid in a bush.
You were hiding in a bush, and because you were low level, you were probably playing with mostly bots.
I probably. Well, I was playing on his Xbox.
Oh, you're on his account?
Yeah,
Well,
and all of his friends would play, and they
then
would
he
get
must
mad
have-
at me.
he must have sucked because he was in a really low tier lobby.
Probably. But yeah. And it was like, I don't know, I don't think you can do it anymore, but it's when you could like pick the bush up and move with it.
Yeah, when they had,
Yeah.
whenever they had like the bush disguise and
Yeah.
bush bombs.
I liked that. I
Yeah.
like to hide.
It
and
comes in and
then-
out of seasons. It comes back in. But
So
we
that
can-
was
We can
fun.
get into that another time.
You need like a whole gaming episode, I feel like.
Oh yeah, I like definitely. And now that it's now that it's on video, like I'm open to do a ton of stuff, like a ton of different things. It's just I've been working up to this point.
Yeah. We could show like I could be another guinea pig, and
Mhm.
you could show me what every button does on the remote,
That'd
and
be
we
sick.
could make the girlies
That
get
would-
into
we
gaming.
could do girly gaming
girl game night.
tutorials. The only problem, and what sucks is like, because I'm spewing all of this all of this half thought bullshit, but like, because there is like the other side of it where just dudes are at like you can't just play with
Every day.
well no you can't you can just play with random guys on the internet and expect that to be good because there are
Yeah.
so many of them are awful.
Mm.
You have to like meet a guy IRL and then play
Got
with him
it.
online. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you
can't find them
you
there.
you cannot go into these public lobbies looking for
No. That see, that sounds terrifying.
yeah, they're fucking terrible.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I do want to make that clear.
That's the one that's like, I hate women, I want them to die.
Yeah,
yeah.
do not go into public like there and that is for my guys. Those guys are not my guys. It like that sucks. It sucks that we can't like invite people to come play these
Yeah.
games and be like, yeah, but watch out for the chat. They're horrible. Like that sucks. That really sucks. I actually had a conversation with Mitchell
Love
today.
Mitchell.
Yeah, today about it because we're gonna get back into Call of Duty
Nice.
and I was like yeah, the public lobby, like I was like, if you're doing open chat on Call of Duty, it's fucking toxic as hell.
I bet.
Yeah. So that is just a clarification for everybody out there.
So they don't think it's you
Yeah,
in the
do,
chat.
join a private Discord. Actually, this is a great time. I think it's time. The format has changed. I don't have a timer.
I'm watch.
Yeah, I don't know how long we've been doing this.
I don't
so I actually do need to. That is a good note for me to make.
Have a clock.
I do need a clock over here. So this is a good time for me to mention the Patreon. The Patreon does give you access to a private Discord where you can play games with me. You can play games with Mitchell and
Oh, that's
other
fun.
members of the Patreon. We have like 10 members right now, but it's totally private and it's only access for Patreon subscribers. And you can find it at patreon.com/worst impressions with Eric Anderson. And you can join for $1 a month. You can join for $5 a month. And all it is just general support for the show as we're growing. The Patreon's literally got this set up. I do want to say it. Like, the Patreon's literally like the fact that I got those subscribers and people are like paying money. I was like, okay,
Nice.
I gotta do something. I gotta make it like cool. I
Yeah.
gotta make it, So, but that does give you access to the private Discord where we can hang out, private chats, private gaming sessions, and all that fun stuff. And so yeah, that's a good time for me to plug that. And also the Patreon subscribers will be the first ones to see the video footage, the full recordings. They, yeah, and like eventually, not yet, but eventually, when I decide to do merch, they will get exclusive access to the merch for a long time,
Ooh.
at a really good a discount and probably freebies. Who knows?
Nice.
So, yeah, good time to plug Patreon. Yeah, where were we?
I was still thinking about how many days I would be like okay with someone gaming.
You never answered.
I never
question.
answered that. I was thinking like, because I don't know, maybe like 4 days a week is fine.
That's a lot, but cool, sick. That's awesome.
Know.
4 is cool.
Because it's like, I don't know, like, I don't know, 50-50, like a 50% of like the week, like that's want to be your thing. Like that's your thing to do. Okay. Like I'll have my girls watch trashy reality TV. That's my favorite thing to do.
So yeah,
like wine nights.
I totally think that's fair. They gotta watch the trashy TV with you.
Yes.
Yeah, they
I
gotta
love
watch
trashy.
it. And also, here's another thing: if you're gonna sit there and pretend that it's not fun to watch that stuff,
it's fun.
It's fun. Like it is fun. So yeah, I do that with Maddie. Maddie plays games with me and
harmony.
Yeah. Well. Yes. Absolutely. Okay. Any last words for Red Lobster? Because they're probably gonna be done. Before we sign off.
Oh.
Have you seen the Flavor Flav is like trying to save Red Lobster?
No.
Yeah. He's like, we're gonna save the Red Lobster, man. We're gonna save it.
I remember growing up and I was like, the nicest seafood place ever is Red Lobster.
Finest
is
the finest of dining, Red Lobster.
The epitome of all seafood places. Just...
Yeah.
Well, that's sad. I like the biscuits.
Yeah, dude, the biscuits gonna be sad.
I remember picking out like the lobsters in the tank. Can you do that anymore?
I don't know.
I don't know.
They probably can't afford the lobsters.
It's like imitation.
They're bankrupt. Yeah, it's all imitation stuff.
From Galveston.
Do you have anything to say before we sign off? Here.
No.
Thank you for doing this. This is the first video guest. She was great. I'm sorry it's hot in here. I'm getting a little shiny. But hopefully I don't look like shit. You don't look like shit. You look amazing.
Thanks.
And hopefully I can edit it to where we look even better.
Nice.
I'll do a Shrek impression to sign us off.
Ooh.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening. This is my swamp. What else did you say?
That's much better than I could ever do. I'll have the pitch or the range. Oh, what did he say?
I'm making waffles.
Yeah.
No, that's Donkey.
No.
That's what Donkey
or
says.
it's like, ogres have layers, like onions or whatever. Yeah. Everybody loves cake.
Everybody. Ogres have layers. Onions have layers. Ogres have layers. And he's always kind of whispering into the mic a little bit. That's not. I'm losing it.
It was good though.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Yeah.
She was like one of the earliest, maybe the second earliest guest. I think you were the second guest of all time.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was Curtis and then me.
You. So it's pretty awesome that you're back for the first video one. And I'm pumped. So please follow Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, the Spotify, wherever you're listening. Please follow, click like. Please share the content with your friends. Like, please, like, shoot it. The more it's shot out, the content is shot out over the web, the better. And the more I can do, the more we can grow, and the more guests I can have on, the more episodes I can make. But I appreciate everybody that's been listening and following so far. So. This is Worst Impressions. We're signing off. Thank you very much. and spay and neuter your pets. Good night.